There is an element sitting in your pocket right now that can also stop someone's mind from spiraling out of control. Same element. Two completely different jobs. Let's talk about lithium. Element number 3. The lightest metal in the entire universe. So light that it actually floats on water, right before it explodes on contact with it. We'll get to that part. Trust me. Stockholm, Sweden. A young chemist named Johan August Arfwedson is studying a mineral called pedalite, and he keeps running into a problem. There's something inside this rock that won't behave like any known element. It's lighter. It reacts differently. It simply does not match anything in the books. So he isolates it, a brand new element, and he names it lithium, from the Greek word lithos, meaning stone. Because unlike the other alkali metals discovered around the same time, this one was found inside a mineral, not inside a living plant or animal. Here's the twist, though. Arfwedson never actually got pure lithium metal isolated in his lifetime. He found the element existed. He proved it was real. But the pure metal itself wasn't isolated until years later, by other chemists working off his discovery. He found the ghost. Somebody else had to catch it. And once it was caught, scientists quickly discovered something terrifying. Lithium is so reactive that it catches fire on contact with air and reacts violently with water, releasing hydrogen gas in the process. So you have an element that's light enough to float and explosive enough that floating is a genuinely bad idea. Now here's the fact that should stop you mid-scroll. The lithium battery in your phone right now, the one sitting in your pocket, is a tamed, controlled version of one of the most reactive metals on the periodic table. Every single time you charge your phone overnight, you are trusting an immense amount of engineering to keep a small explosive metal perfectly calm 6 inches from your face while you sleep. And it gets even more interesting. This same element, lithium, is also one of the most important medications in modern psychiatry. Lithium carbonate has been used since the 1940s to treat bipolar disorder, stabilizing extreme mood swings in a way almost no other medication can replicate. Think about that contrast for a second. The exact same element that powers your phone, your laptop, and your electric car is also sitting in a prescription bottle, helping stabilize the chemistry inside someone's brain. Same atom, completely different battlefield. Nobody actually knows, with full certainty, the precise mechanism behind why lithium works for mood stabilization. Decades of use, and the full biological explanation is still being researched. We use it. It works. We are still figuring out exactly why. Now let's go further. What if all the lithium on Earth disappeared tomorrow? First, every electric vehicle on the planet stops working within its current battery cycle. No replacements. No new batteries being manufactured. The entire electric vehicle industry gone overnight. Second, every smartphone, laptop, and portable device on Earth eventually dies and cannot be replaced with anything close to the same performance. We'd have to go back to older, heavier, far less efficient battery technology from decades ago. Third, and this one is heavier than people expect, patients relying on lithium for bipolar disorder lose access to one of psychiatry's most effective treatments, with no perfect substitute available for many of them. The modern world, in a very real sense, runs on this one tiny reactive, slightly explosive metal that a chemist accidentally found inside a rock in Sweden 200 years ago. Alright, quick round of facts about lithium that sound made up, but are completely real. Fact 1. Lithium is so reactive that it has to be stored underwater in oil, just to keep it from reacting with the air around it. The same metal that powers your phone has to be kept away from oxygen, like it's radioactive. It's not radioactive. It's just that dramatic. Fact 2. There is so much demand for lithium right now, driven by electric vehicles and battery storage, that entire countries are racing to mine it. Bolivia, Chile, and Argentina sit on top of the largest lithium reserves on Earth, in a region now nicknamed the Lithium Triangle. Fact 3. And this one is wild. Lithium is actually present in trace amounts in some natural mineral water and certain foods, in tiny concentrations far too small to have any psychiatric effect, but enough that some studies have looked into whether trace lithium in drinking water correlates with lower suicide rates in certain populations. The science is still debated, but it's a genuinely strange rabbit hole. So there it is. Lithium. Element number 3. Discovered hiding inside a rock in Sweden. Light enough to float, reactive enough to explode, and powerful enough to either charge your phone or stabilize someone's entire mental state. depending on which form it takes. Same element. Two completely different superpowers. Next time, beryllium. The element that's strong enough to build spacecraft, toxic enough to require serious caution, and hiding inside something you've probably looked through more times than you realize. See you there.